Okay, guys, let's take another look at finding perimeter with fractional length sides, except that this time we are going to use mixed numbers. So I have a parallelogram over here and I have a rectangle over here. So our sides are going to be mixed numbers this time instead of just proper fractions. So same strategy as we did before. You can combine the two sides. You could add them up, all four of them together. Or the other strategy that we really didn't talk about yesterday is that you could add these two together and then add that answer to itself to get the answer also. So that's a third strategy that you can add to your little arsenal of stuff to do perimeter with fractional length sides. So let's start with this parallelogram. So let's try the method that I just talked about. So let's add these two mixed numbers together. So if we have 4 and 2/18 plus 3 and 4/9. So again, I'm going to move my whole numbers over here so I don't forget about them. My common denominator here is going to be 18. So 9 times 2 is 18, 4 times 2 is 8, 18 times 1, 2 times 1 is 2. So now we can add this up together. So I get 7, and then I get 2 plus 8, which is 10. 7, so we get 10/18 as our fraction, and then our whole number would be the 7. So now what we can do is take 7 and 10/18 and add it to itself, because we know that these other sides are also 3 and 4/9 and 4 and 2/18. So since we know that those two sides are the same, we've found out what this combination is. So if we just add it to itself again, we're going to be able to get our answer. The nice thing about this is that you really don't have any equivalent fractions that you need to do here. So we're going to add this up. So I get 14 and 20/18. So this 20/18 would turn into 1 and 2/18, or 1 and 1/9. And then you can add that 14 to it, so you end up with 15 and 1/9. So that would be your answer for that problem. So that's using that strategy of taking those two sides that you already know, that when you add those two together, and then you can add that answer to itself to be able to get your final answer. Okay, so that's one problem. Let's try this other side over here. Let me grab a green just so you can see a different color here so it's not merging together with our work. So we could try our other strategy that we did the other day, where we could add this number to itself, because this is 4 and 3/8 up here, and this is 8 and 1/6 here. So we could do 4 and 3/8 plus 4 and 3/8. So this would end up being 8 and 6/8. And we could reduce this if we wanted. We don't have to if we don't want to, but because we're going to end up adding it anyway. But if you wanted to reduce it, we would have 8 and 3/4. So now we're going to add our 8 and 1/6, 8 and 1/6. So we're going to end up with 16 and 2/6, or 16 and 2/3. So now we're going to need to add those two answers together. So if we take 8, I might move this up here because I'm running out of room. If we take 8 and 3/4, which was our final answer here, and add it to the 16 and 2/3, our common denominator here would be 12. So 4 times 3 would be 12. 3 times 3 would be 9. 3 times 4 would be 12. 2 times 4 would be 8. So then I add this up. 8 plus 16 is 24. Denominator is 12. 9 plus 8 is 17. So again, we're going to have to make an improper fraction here. So I get 12. So my denominator goes in one time with 5 left over. So we have to add the 24 to it. So our final answer would be 25 and 5/12 millimeters. I know, really tiny in the corner there. But you can kind of see these two strategies. So you could add these two together and just add the answer twice, which I think a lot of people sort of enjoy when you're doing the parallelograms or the rectangles, because you know that these two sides are the same. The other strategy would be to add the two that are the same, add the pairs of those, and then combine those together there. So just another strategy to add. Our video is over. So feel free to check into office hours if you have more questions about this. Head over to Google Classroom, check out the board notes, and then head into your worksheet and your fast check, and that's the end. So if you have any questions, head into our optional office hours, and I'll be happy to answer any questions you have. Thanks, guys. Bye.